All right, now that we have finished that disaster of a project from last week, we can start the project for this week. So a couple of things. I'm gonna get our daughter set up with a new attachment. Well, it's not new, we've had it for a year, but it's a new attachment. We actually have never used it because we needed hydraulic hoses for it, but this is a tree puller attachment for the skid steer. I'm skeptical that it's gonna work.
I'm hopeful.
Hopeful. I mean, I'm hopeful too. I'm just skeptical. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe I'll be pleasantly surprised. It would be a game changer if it worked. If it doesn't work, we'll just have to come up with a new plan. But we're going to get her set up so she can go off and pull some trees. And then we're on to laying out the blueberry beds. Finally.
Finally. I'm excited.
Yes. I'm going to get those flagged and painted. And then we'll be able to do some math and figure out how much pine bark mulch we need to order.
Yep.
So stick around. All right, here it is. This is the tree puller. It's just a simple jaw, grabs onto the tree. Just like that. And then you would use the boom to boom up and pull it out. So we will see how this works. Again, I'm not super hopeful. Okay, no, I'm being hopeful. I'm being hopeful. I'm just trying to be realistic. I'm a bit skeptical, trying to be a little realistic about it.
Yeah.
I mean, the skid steer has a lot of power, but trees just don't like to come out of the ground unless it's raining and windy, and then they all tip over, but we'll see.
Yep.
All right, this is the smallest tree I could find around here. We're gonna see how it goes. No kidding. Oh my goodness.
Yay.
Oh my
that was great.
Goodness. That was simple and unexpected. I'm totally blown away right now.
Made it look very easy.
It did. I think it helps that the ground's wet, but yeah. Wow. Totally blown away. Didn't expect that to happen.
This is a game changer.
Well, I know what our daughter will be doing the rest of the day. So,
yep.
All right.
Let's do it.
Go pull trees.
Okay, where do I put them?
Just drop them back on the ground. If you got a bunch in one area, put them in a pile. Okay? And then we'll go back out later with the grapple bucket and we'll just clean them all up, put them in a pile.
Like the way back?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Where do I put this one?
Just let it rip. Just drop it on the ground. There you go.
Nice.
Okay.
There it is. All right. Off she goes.
Yep.
She's actually really excited about this because she was complaining because we've been having her brush hog the back pasture, which is huge, 70 acres, but it has like 500,000 trees in it.
Oh, yeah. They're in the way.
Yeah, and she's been complaining that they're in the way.
Yeah.
And I've been making her brush hog around them because we've been breaking too much equipment, brush hogging over them.
Yep.
So there she goes. That's a happy teenager.
Yep.
At least one around here anyway.
Right, yeah.
Yep. All right, on to the next thing.
Yep.
Okay, we are down here in one of the front pastures where we intend to put in the blueberry patch. And if we look behind us towards the road here, that's where the farm shop's going to be at some point, but not yet. So we got to make sure we leave enough room for that in a parking lot. And then we're going to go this way all the way up the hill, which will take us, we're not going to go like all the way up the hill, but most of the way up the hill. We want to keep a little bit of a buffer between, because it's going to be a pick your own patch, between that and our house.
Right. Reduce the amount of people.
Yeah, we just, you know, people are curious, but a little buffer between business and personal life is a good idea. So we are going to start measuring out how this is going to go. We're actually going to run the rows north-south, so it'll be perpendicular to this lot, and so not straight up and down the hill. I think it's the most efficient, and also I think it's going to help it catch all the rainwater as it runs down the hill, and we'll have less runoff down here because it gets really wet, and it'll help keep the blueberries more hydrated because they'll capture more of the rain. So we're going to get started and measure out our first row, see how long they are, and then get going from there.
Yep.
All right, we got one side done, made it all the way up the hill here.
Yep.
Neither one of us counted.
No.
So we don't know how many rows there are. And I don't know if you can see this on the camera, all the orange flags, but I swear we haven't done any porch sitting and had any porch sodas yet. But apparently we don't know how to walk in a straight line, because that doesn't get any more crooked. That is literally winding back and forth.
It felt straight while we were doing it.
It did. It really did. Yeah, so don't count on a human to go in a straight line. So now we're gonna go back down, make sure they're the right distance from the fence. And so the idea here, my idea, don't know if it's a good idea, but we're gonna make them 15 feet from the property line, the end of the rows on each side. And that'll give us enough room to run 2 chicken tractors up along the edge and around the edge. So that way when we eventually start doing pastured chicken, that's where they'll go. They'll go up one side, around the end, and then back down the other side, providing fun and fertilizer to the field while producing chickens. So that's the plan. So now we're gonna go back down the hill, measure 15 feet, and maybe this time we'll count how many rows we did.
Maybe.
Yeah, maybe. Let's see if we can count that high. All right, we managed to count that time. We actually had a recount about 6 times because we kept forgetting to count, but it was 43.
Yes.
Right? 43 rows. So it was 43 rows. It's not a perfect rectangle, so the bottom row is 160 feet, and I don't know what the one at the top is, but it's much shorter. Yep. And the field looks really big, but it's going to end up being about 2 acres, so which is not tiny. It's a lot of blueberries for the 2 of us to eat, but
we'll be selling them.
Not
hopefully.
for the 2 of us just to eat. So we're gonna do the other side. We're gonna get those in, and then we'll probably be just about out of time.
Probably.
And we'll have to come out here, and tomorrow we'll come out and we'll spray paint the rows, and that'll get it all set up so that we can rototill them and get the grass tilled under, get it ready for the mulch and the sulfur.
Let's do it.
Alrighty. All right, we made it up the other side, and we're done with what we're gonna do today. It doesn't look like a straight line. Well, it's not a straight line. The fence comes in on this side way down there. That's why it looks like it comes out like that. But all these trees and the fence is all coming down at some point anyway. So
yeah,
it's
we did a much better job though.
A little fungible on this side, exactly where it needs to end. But as long as it's somewhat in a straight line, that works.
Yeah.
So I have this app that I can map out this area on, like, it looks like Google Maps. It's not Google Maps, but it looks similar to that. So I'm gonna walk the corners and drop pins, and then we'll show you what that looks like, and we'll know exactly how big this is. And at some point, not today because I don't have enough time, maybe tomorrow, I guess, I'm gonna walk each one of the rows and we're gonna mark down how long they are.
Yep.
And then we'll know exactly how much, well, we won't know at that point, but we'll be able to calculate how much mulch we need, how much sulfur we need, and also how many blueberry plants we need to order for the fall.
Yep.
Yep. So finally making some real progress, I think.
No, it feels good.
Yeah, this feels good. This is actual, like, moving towards the future. So
Yes,
feel pretty good about it.
Yeah.
All right, see you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow. And we're back. So today our task is to take this orange paint. We're going to be marking the rows so that we can clearly see them when we come through with the tiller and get the land ready. And so the main challenge today, I think, will be keeping making the lines as straight as possible with the paint.
Yeah, turns out walking in a straight line as a human being is a difficult task.
Saw that yesterday with our flags, but hopefully today will be fine. We have the paint cans in this contraption, so it has a wheel, so hopefully that'll help. We don't have to bend down as much. So we'll see how that goes.
Yeah. We'll see if we bought enough paint. Probably
Yeah.
not. We got 2
That too.
cans.
We have 43 rows to do.
Yeah.
We'll see. That's our big task for today.
Yep. So we're gonna get to it.
So walking in a straight line has continued to be a challenge.
It's very disorienting trying to figure out which flag lines up with which flag.
We would disagree, and then one of us would be right and the other is wrong.
Yeah, we've
Each
gotten
time.
most of them right.
Yeah, there's only a couple.
But the last one was particularly humorous because we got about 3/4 way across the field and we were definitely going to the wrong flag.
Yep.
So we stopped, started again.
Yeah, we'll get it.
Anyway, we're gonna keep going.
And we're done. We made it with 2 cans of paint. Had to reduce how much paint we're using per row, but it worked out.
Yeah, it wasn't really necessary. And only a little bit of blood was shed.
Just a little on my pointer finger. It's not too bad.
Her hands are orange.
Yeah,
The little sprayer thing kept popping off, which was kind of humorous.
it was. But it feels good to have everything marked. So next will be tilling.
Yep. Well, now we'll be able to figure out how much mulch we need.
Yeah.
And we can start the tilling.
Yeah.
And then the very labor-intensive process of putting all the mulch in, which we'll be able to use machinery, but it's going to be a lot of mulch and a lot of trips.
Yeah.
So I think the field's too wet to drop the mulch down here. Unfortunately, I think we're gonna have to drop it at the top of the hill, which just means whatever. That's fine. Cross that bridge when we get there. But
Yeah.
this was great. We were able to check something off our list. I feel
Yeah.
really excited about this.
Me too.
This is actual progress towards the future.
Yes, feels good.
Yep. Okay. I think that's it
For today.
for today. Yep. I think next time we're gonna take you out back and show you the progress that our daughter's been making. We haven't actually been out there.
No, we have no idea.
I haven't been out there since hunting season, so it's a couple months anyway.
Yep. And now she's been pulling trees too.
Yeah, so she's been doing a lot of work, and then I have no idea what it looks like. So next time we'll take you out there and show you what has been going on back there and what else needs to be done. So life's an adventure.
Let's keep it that way.